I challenge you to a dance-off. Hands off, no trash talk, no backwalk. On the black top, just me, you, that's all.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Bando. It's very late in the morning, 4 o'clock. Flew home tonight, crazy weekend. I do want to get this done before we lose the replays, because this is going to be, I just want to highlight an army that's being used at the moment, which we use a bit. I use a lot myself personally, and it's the old Queen Walk / Charge gone into bulk hogs. So what I like about this army, get that volume down a bit, sorry. What I like about this army is there's a lot of versatility in it, and it's quite a simple army. I try not to go onto these armies that are spam armies, and this is a little bit of a spam army when you think about 28 hogs, clan castle hogs. You're looking at over 30 hogs, but when the base needs it, and that's what the base is going to take, even if you give it something like stink fingers, I do have to highlight that one day, but you see here that the two royals are very close to each other. So I get that out. So you see the king here, the queen here. So that poisons overlaps both those healers. He's chosen to go with his ability. He didn't prep rage into the CC, so he went with his ability, and instead that way he's kept a hold of that rage for his hogs later on down the track. So you can see now why he's killing that hound. Probably the only foresight I do think is maybe to have 1 or 2 wizards. Would have been good to throw a wizard on top of that hound as well, and that get that clear, another 10-15 seconds saved on there. Drops out some hogs early. Wanted to split those defences because he wanted to come in here now. Queen pops that hound. You're going to see he starts coming in now. It's not really surgical, it's pretty close to a stink finger raid. I'll explain that one day. Now you can see he's got 3 heals, 1 rage. Now, what a lot of the common builds are at the moment is just single giant bombs, because now 2 giant bombs and 2 little bombs, they actually don't kill hogs with that hog hit point buff. So you can see now, I'll just get my little drawing down again here. There we go. 1 bomb there, 1 bomb there. We had the bomb tower over the start here. So that was not really a great spot to put that with the heroes, because you're getting both the heroes, the bomb tower, and then also the clan castle. So you try and keep your bomb tower away from that for that purpose. But you can see the 3 singles. So he had the 3 heals. There's the 4th one there. So great analysis of the base. That was a fresh hit. Didn't know what was in there, but when you've got the 2 exposed heroes, it's just a brilliant way of looking at it. Didn't really need his rage in the end, so that was a bit of a variation. If it had been a baby dragon, baby or something in the CC, then he would have needed that rage, but instead he's held onto it, didn't need to use it, could use it later on. It might swing your hogs into a bad spot. So you can see how easy that was and the variation with that army. Now what I'm going to show is a couple of rehits. Now these bases both took 4 hits. Dwee's my count, Town Hall 9. Now I'm just going to pause it here. A 4th hit. So to analyse the base properly, you know that we've seen some of the traps. We've seen the clan castle. There we go, sorry. I know there's a bomb here. You've obviously got the bomb tower here as well. And where were the rest of the bombs? I think there was a bomb here from memory. It's been a few hours since I've done this. There was a bomb down here somewhere as well, over by the heroes. Now, come on. We'll get into the raid. Now you can see here, I start my Queen Walk. This was hit from Phoenix. He pulled the CC first. We talked about the raid. We actually went through the raid. But unfortunately, with pulling that CC, it pushed him at the start, and he had to use his ability. So you can see split draw on the clan castle. It's a baby CC. So I've drawn the baby dragon and the wizard out, and then drawn the Valk separate with 1 wall breaker. So probably very lucky with the clan castle and how it went, but held on to my ability. That way I've been able to use my rage into both the heroes and the CC. Now you can see Jimmy Bob gets thrown down. He gets thrown down as a just as a tank. Now those healers, they just went all over the place. It was such a weird looking raid to be doing. Your healers went all around the place. Didn't know where they wanted to go. They swapped over to hogs. They swapped over to the king. And you've just got to kind of work through it. So you can see now, like I was saying with these split bombs, you've got 1 there, 1 there, 1 there next to the bomb tower. That's a bit of a common thing. So 4 split bombs. But 3 heals, knew that there was giant bombs down at the bottom bomb tower, so I've gone with it. I've just used a few hogs to split that up and eliminate that bomb. So that was a good replay. Now, what I liked on the next base was you can see the army there, 4 heals, 1 poison, 1 skelly trap. Now, a lot of the time you don't even need to kill the heroes with this army if you get the clan castle. Now, this base had a hound in the clan castle, Jimmy Bob, the enemy king, he was in the midfield. So all you really need to get with this walk for the queen was you can see that she's going to walk from the top there. So you're aiming to eliminate the enemy queen. You're going to get the enemy bomb tower. You're then going to get another point defense here, another point defense here, and then you've got 3 splashes that you're going to go around the outside. You can see now also the loon comes in from the top, and that just comes in from the top just to get that 1 cannon. That's it. That's all that needs to get. It breaks that up. It's going to help later on with your path and your tracking for that and for your hogs and stuff. And you can see now out comes Jimmy Bob. Now I'll just pause it here. He's taking the 3 point defenses. That's quite a successful tanking spot. You know he's going to take that for a while. There was a Tesla farm down here by this dark elixir storage. So you know he is going to push. So I'm just trying to get used to this. You know he's going to push this way. That's the way you want him to walk. Now you can see this hog here is going into this cannon because there's a giant bomb there. And that's to split that giant bomb. That way you don't need to use a heal anywhere around that. So you see 2 hogs go down. That baby dragon that was used, that's going in there and being effective. So that splits up that giant bomb that's there. You don't need to get that. And it's a good, nice, clean sweep. So you see a good chunk of hogs down now. They draw that that hound in the midfield. Your hogs are going through. They're quite successfully going through. Jimmy Bob, enemy king there, he's in the midfield. He's going to swap over to the hogs. So that's all right. You've got to be careful when you put down a skeleton spell and make sure you know where that enemy hero is going to go. So you can see there, the skeletons are very successfully on the midfield there, and the hogs are all running around and going nuts. So Jimmy Bob's still alive, clearing trash down the bottom. He took a fair bit of a beating, but he acted as that tank. You can see there, used that corner Tesla to be able to draw those hogs over into the midfield and clear those midfield buildings. So to me, this is a very successful army at the moment. It's definitely a much stronger re-hit army than a fresh hit army because sometimes there's variation in traps that you just don't catch on the raid. But as a re-hit army, you've got a lot of told factors. You know where the traps are, you know it's in the clan castle, you know all these variations, and it's definitely one that we should be looking at. So, yeah, hope I've helped, and clash on.
Thunderbolts and lightning, the river